which is going to be 4-color aggro. Just the name of that sounds exciting. And Grixis Control. Now, remember I was saying Grixis Control, I was wondering if it was just, is it dragons adding black? It is not. So it's more of, so it's got Shambling Gas as a creature and Junji, Junji?
Junji? Junji?
Junji, the Midnight Sky, which I have not seen play yet. But it's got Flying Menace when it enters. Oh, when it dies, it's got 2 choices, and you can choose one. Your opponent discards 2 cards and loses 2 lives, or you can put a non-dragon creature from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, and you lose 2 life. Very cool. It's got Meat Hook Massacre, which totally makes sense. Oh yeah, this is Behold the Unspeakable, the enchantment. 5-mana enchantment. Invoke Despair, which is a 5-mana sorcery. Sacrifice an opponent's creature. If they can't... Oh. I'm going to show this on stream. This is really cool. So I'm just going to do this. Looks like 5, then cut. Yes. If you can answer that. Invoke Despair. So target opponent sacrifices a creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life and they draw a card and then repeat the process until they, for an enchantment and for a planeswalker. That's really cool. Crackle with Power. Deals 5 times X to each up to X targets. That sounds like Banefire.
Cut to top 4?
Yeah, cut to top 4. Shadow Verdict for all small creatures. And then a whole bunch of instants and sorceries just to keep the battlefield clear. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oops. Sorry about that, folks. This is going to be... Okay, so the 4-color aggro deck, the 4 colors are black... This looks like black, red, green, which would be Jund. Oh, and then he added white for Venomous Lorehold. Wow. This is going to be an interesting matchup, folks. I think we're going here. Who played first? And we're in round number 4. Sweet. I apologize, Sweet and Salty Bee. I'll just be right back. You don't have to do anything. I do apologize, guys, being down a host person. I haven't seen the Innkeeper in quite a while. The Innkeeper, every time you play a creature, you just gain a life, which helps with staying ahead and battling things out. Ooh, Grasp of Darkness is going to take care of this dragon instantly. Losing 2 life is not a problem. So, I think he wants to attack his opponent's hand at this point. Would you not? Mm-hmm. Each opponent discards 2 cards and loses 2 life. Makes sense. So what do you want to discard? There's for discovery. Nope. Wow. So this is almost like a reanimator deck, is what I'm noticing. Oh, wow, that was so she reanimated. Oh, that was really good. Olivia reanimated Lorehold. So this looks like a reanimator deck, which is just way more exciting than I originally thought. Wow, check out the language on that card. That's pretty freaking cool.
The blue card?
Yeah. That's so cool.
I forget what that's supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody will know, though. Good. Awesome. He's not a player, Bronze Panda, but he will DM me one way or another, which is great. So that I can give him... I'm glad that a new follower won one of the prizes.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually awesome. Very, very cool. Okay, so game number 1 went to Lord Hubris. So now we're into game number 2. We're hoping that the power of removal spells from Grixis is going to overwhelm this Reanimator deck. I am totally blown away that this is a Reanimator deck. So this Reanimator deck, unfortunately, is 1 and 2 in the tournament. I would have loved to have seen it gone a lot further. This is a very cool deck to see play out. Don't forget, foil promo pack of Ikoria, !point BO3 in the chat. I will mail it out to whoever is the winner. And you have to be a follower. But if you're a subscriber, you get 2 tickets instead of 1. I think that's worth the subscription. For sure, to get that extra ticket. I feel like such a spectator in this match. I just want to watch this Jund Reanimator deck do its magic. So if it's 1 and 2 and it wins this matchup, it's 2 and 2, and then it wins round 5, it's 3 and 2, 3 and 2 in breakers. That's going to be tough to get in to the top 4, but nothing's in. Ah, for sure, buddy.
You got a lot of new people.
In
Max 13 CBA just commented.
in the chat pin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a lot of nice, good new viewers. It's actually kind of amazing.
Got 29 eyes on the stream. They're all here to admire my silence.
Yes!
My fashionable hoodie.
I like your hoodie.
Yeah.
I am not a copycat.
What color is your hoodie?
Black, because that's the best color ever. So I originally bought a very light gray one, which I really like the color of. But with my background and stuff, I love the way that the black ones looked. So I went and got myself another one. So Grixis is doing everything it can to keep this board clean. Although it's losing on mana, it's missing its land drops, which is not very good. So fold memory. Sometimes you just gotta chip away, you know? Chip away. Oh, there's a good card. Meat Hook Massacre. Keep the board clean. So the the mastery card in his hand, you may pay 1 and 1 black rather than the spell's mana cost. If that was paid, his opponent draws a card, he can exile a creature or a planeswalker. It's pretty neat.
What's the...
Thirst of Discardry. Draw 3 cards, discard 2 unless you discard a basic land card. Wow. Great way to filter through your deck and put things in your graveyard. Smart for reanimation. You know, in this match, in this metagame, there's not a lot of graveyard hate. I mean, there is some. I'm not saying there's not any. But there's definitely not the kind of graveyard hate that you can get in an external format like Historic or Pioneer or obviously Modern or something like that. The graveyard hate is minimal. Even last year's standard had more graveyard hate. I'm telling you, missing on land drops is going to be what's killing. Wow. Killing Grixis. I mean, like, why wouldn't you play Mascot here? Ooh, you know what? Farewell would be an amazing card against this deck. Graveyard Synergy deck. Because that just exiles all graveyards. He is literally just going over the top of him here. It's really unfortunate to see a matchup like this. It doesn't matter what kind of deck you're playing. If you don't have mana or you flat out, you simply can't play the game of Magic. And now Mascot, Meat Hook Massacre proves very ineffective at this point, which is very unfortunate. So it looks like Lord Hubris is going to take this game in 2 in round number 4, and here we're seeing the concession button. Wasn't much of a game, but, you know, he held on right to the end, which is also really, really good. All right, sweet and salty.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, that was a fast one.
Okay. Goat Hulu. Let me just make sure they're still playing. Yeah, Goat Hulu in Future Match 1A.
Okay.
And King Leo in the waiting room are still playing. Looks like they're still on game 1, actually. And that is table 6.
Table 6.
Orzhov Mirror.
Orzhov Mirror.
Orzhov Control Mirror. That was by accident. I apologize.
No, it's good. So in this type of matchup, what do you think the cards are? The most important cards to get through. And the nice thing is that they're not the exact same lists. So they both have Queen and the Wandering Emperor. There's Planeswalkers, but then the creature base is a little different.
It's very different.
Very, very different. Yeah, I'm just noticing that now. He's also got a vehicle. All right. Cool.
The enchantments are different. The enchantments are the same.
Yes.
But yeah, he's got... One of them has artifacts.
And we are in game 1, which means that I can definitely see the clock coming into play in this matchup. Reanimation makes the discard much worse. Oh yeah, I can see why you say that.
The sideboards are very different also.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
A lot of Orzhov today.
Yeah. And last night's winner, what did he take it down with? I can't remember. Wasn't Orzhov.
Wasn't here.
Well, it looks like... Oh, that's actually kind of cool. It looks like the Orzhov King Leo the Great. How do you pronounce goat? Goat-Turu?
Yeah, I just call him Goat Hulu.
Goat Hulu. I apologize if we're pronouncing it wrong, but Go Hulu is definitely hanging on here. He may not have any cards in hand, but he's also not fighting a very big board state. So obviously there's 2 creature lands that can be activated. Wow. 2 5/5 angels could make a very big difference. Now, why would you attack into that? Oh, because you could discard and that would eliminate the... Yeah. I see. So he is going to remove the 3/3. He isn't going to be able to hit the Wandering Emperor this turn, but it does at least allow him... He is definitely fighting an open board at this point. And Bangkok Reckoner draws a card. Ooh, that is a queen and very, very nice artwork. So Field of Ruin takes care of the manland, which is very good. Edgar. Wow, these cards are beautiful. These alternate arts. Edgar the Spider Queen. Oh, Edgar the Spider Queen. I was reading both cards at the same time. I was... anyway. So he can crew if he chooses. I don't think he wants to, though. Maybe. Ooh. He's just trying to put as much pressure on the board as possible. So if he crews Bushwhacker and then pluses on it with the Wandering Emperor, it'll have first strike, which means he would have to use both angels in order to effectively block and trade with it. Looks like that's not what he's doing. So he may try and double block one angel. You'd still lose both spiders in the process. Now he's going to have 3 flyers to deal with. Do they go after the planeswalkers or do they go to face? To face, that could be the potential of 14 damage if unblocked. And everything is going after the Wandering Emperor. Wow, I kind of wasn't expecting that. Alright, so to the king, the Wandering Emperor is more of a threat than the queen. So he's going to double block the manland. Means he'll never have to worry about that again. The Wandering Emperor goes down. He still has the queen. So if he zeros, he pluses a card. Yep. Shambling, Ghast, Ghost. It's not the best draw. But he can sacrifice it and draw 2 more cards. Daily Disputing it. Putting a counter on Queen, which means she'll be able to minus for 2 more tokens, spider tokens. He's got a manland and another Reckoner Bank Buster. Bank Buster! Which just allows them to draw cards, right? So he takes the token off and then he draws a card. I mean, they're not legendary, so why wouldn't you play it? That's my thought, anyway. So he's going to use creature land to activate the vehicle. Interesting. Nope. Use the spider token. Oh, it's down to 1. Whoa. Guess he's not worried about blocking. So he plays his own queen. He's going to minus, which should give him enough blockers to effectively block everyone. Ugh, maybe not. 2 of them will have menace. I guess he's dead no matter what, eh? Oh. Vanishing Verse. Card he didn't want to see. Yeah, this is going to consider... This is game right here. He's not going to be able to block. Because he has 2 creatures with menace. He can only block one of them. And all he's got to do is get in with 1 damage. There's no point even blocking the Aggro, and there's the concession. We're going to the sideboards, boys and girls. Now, like I said, managing the board is very important. Card choices and decisions are very, very important. You also have to think of, in these kind of matchups, your time clock. I'm guessing you're answering that question?
No,
No.
but I can.
I can't get to it at this second. It'll pop up on my phone in a minute if you want me to answer it.
The answer is no, right?
There is no intentional draws allowed. You have to play out every match. All right, so Orzhov, the king is red. Looks like they're both ready. That was a pretty good first round, I tell you. Game number 1 for round number 4. After sideboards, I just think it gets grindier because now you go after the hand as well as the board. There's duresses, go blanks. And then, of course, you're still your game plan. Man, I love these cards. Love these cards. So does he go turn 1 duress? In this kind of a matchup, how important is it? How important is it to go turn 1 duress versus turn 1 creature?
You see King Leo? My misplay, no, don't look at it.
See, if he had gone Shambling Gas on 1, he could have duressed on 2, still had the same effect, but he would have had more information based on the card draw. Vanishing Verse in hand here is really, really important. So he can attack with Shambling Gas and still trade with the Aspirant. He can Vanishing Verse it and just get it off the battlefield. Or he can ignore it this turn and just play Welcoming Vampire. But it looks like he's going all in for the exiling effect. Now he can see so the king knows most of his opponent's hand. So what is he most afraid of in that hand? I would say the Planeswalker. Ooh, Kaya. Kaya, over the years of being printed, has always been a very powerful Planeswalker. And in some way or another, she always gets played. So obviously playing Welcoming Vampire here, he's got to be hoping for... Oh my god. I just got my foot caught in a wire. Sorry, guys.
That was a good play.
No, I just don't want to mess anything up.
It's probably one of my wires anyway.
Yeah, I know. Just, again, don't want to mess anything up. He was really looking for a land drop there. Not having a land drop means he can't play any of his 5-mana Planeswalkers, which he totally would have loved to have done. Vanishing Verse obviously got rid of Welcoming Vampire because that was just a drawing value engine based on his creature assembly. In his 75, they're all 2 mana or under. Does he block? So he's going to be able to block. Oh, I see. So if he blocks, he learns, gets a lesson, and then, I mean, oh, it's not what I thought. I thought, where is the one that allows you to look for a land and gain 2 life? He does not have that in his sideboard. Interesting. So here is where not drawing lands is very going to be detrimental. Which means if he doesn't find another land on the next turn, this game is pretty much going to be over. King Leo the Great is saying good game already, but I mean, it's not over yet. There's the land. Play some spiders. Got blockers now. At least you hope you got blockers. Does he double block one of them? Is that what he's trying to decide? I mean, I think that's what he's doing. Signed. Oh, what's that card's name? Down to 8. So he can make 2 more spiders. Oh. See, that is where a go blank is just devastating. Absolutely devastating. That is not what you wanted to see. Was the land. So he's at 7, so no matter what, he's blocking. And he doesn't have a removal spell at the moment to get rid of one of those spiders. Or to get rid of that token. See, a second go blank here is not. But that first go blank was devastating. Absolutely devastating. He ripped his 2 planeswalkers out of play. And that's it. I don't think that's going to save him. I mean, does it save him? 4 wipes the board. Does he let it go through? Now, what do you think he's thinking here? Thinking, oh my god, he lets it go through. Oh my god, he lets it go through. Great play, great play. Make a treasure token. Gain a whole bunch of life. Get a whole bunch of counters on your planeswalker. -3, get 2. Ugh. Plus. That was a good play. Very good play. Alright. That was really good. Okay, Portable Hold isn't going to do anything here. So he's just going to play out his bigger creatures. Because it plays around Portable Hold. Vanishing Verse is huge at this point. Minusing 3 again, so now he's got 4 spiders to effectively block both creatures. And if he tries to go blank, then he can just instant speed a Vanishing Verse on one of them. Great play. So no fear there. 1, 2, 3, and then he still has mana up for Wandering Emperor, which would give one of his flyers first strike, which is actually pretty good. Because if he only blocks with 2, he'll play the Wandering Emperor. Oh, did he tap wrong? Oh no, he still got enough white mana. Okay, so he attacks with the Legion. Instant speeds the Wanderer, gives it first strike, potentially protecting itself. Somebody does. Looks like that's what he's doing. So even if you block with all of it, it's not going to matter because the Wandering Emperor can give it first strike, and that would just wipe your whole board. So first strike, very good. Very, very good. Ooh, nothing in the graveyard. That Awakening does nothing. So it gets the Emperor off the board. I was going to say, what does he do? Does he make another portable hold? That's not what you wanted to see. Well, he made a chump blocker. That's good. That is good. She's laughing at me again. So if he chump blocks here and he plays Hive, like turns it into a creature land, 3 damage will get through to something. Right? Does he activate Hive? I mean, you want to, don't you? What do you put the counter on? What creature do you take out? Or Planeswalker, I mean. Oh, it's going to face! So he's going to block. He's going to take 4 and gain 2, go back up to 5. He's got no flyers. Wow! Portable hole is going on the Aspirant. Yeah, I saw that coming. I think everybody knew that was coming. He's going to make 2 angels here, which is exactly what he needs. Make 2 angels, make more spiders. Sweet and salty is amazing. Bringing me dessert made from one of my employees. I don't even know what it is.
It is pandan leaf cake.
Pandan leaf cake. I'm going to show you guys how green and vibrant that is.
It's made from sticky rice flour.
That is incredible.
We are on the last week.
Okay. Oh, yeah? Woohoo. So Fracture here, I mean, it does play an important role. Because Fracture can do creatures. And you just want to, absolutely, you just want to keep drawing more cards. Put more cards in your hand. Outdraw your opponent. Pretty good. That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good. Playing a second queen. Making more spiders. Yeah. Now that is a board state. So him turning the corner here, he's saying that I have enough in hand to protect myself. I'm going to start attacking your life total. Does he get rid of Graveyard Trespasser? That is not what I would want to see at this point in the game. And we are going to see the concession. Oh! Back to sideboards. So in that matchup, his opponent was just outdrawn. He outdrew his opponent for the victory. What it all came down to. See, there's not much changes needing to be made. In game one, though, what's it, game one? Game one, that goal blank was pretty devastating. Pretty devastating. It's a pretty good keep. Ooh. I like that keep as well. I would keep that. And we're off. Oh, this is actually pretty good, eh, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't see him playing a gold blank on turn 3. I definitely can see a wedding announcement come into play, or a graveyard trespasser. The wedding announcement seems a little more effective in the sense that, like, you're 2-for-1ing your opponent. Your opponent can't take care of both things. Plus, of course, they can react at instant speed and get rid of the enchantment before end step. And it was lousy play. So the trigger's going to happen. He's going to get the 1-1 and he's letting it go. Wonder why. Portable hold here is good because it can get rid of the token. It's not doing much else. I like that play. It just it ensures that you're keeping the board clean, keeping your life total high. In these kind of matchups, every life point counts. Graveyard Trespasser. So he's going to make a token. That token is clearly going to chump block. You have to go after Sorin. We watched how critical it was to have Planeswalkers in play and keep them in play. Knowing that information from the previous 2 games and this tournament and this metagame, getting rid of the Planeswalkers are absolutely instrumental. Which is why I think Fracture is such a great card. I totally forgot that it even existed. Oh, I'm so excited to show off my new top 4 layout. So much cleaner. Edgar here is a very tough card to beat. You can't exile it or kill it. It just turns into an enchantment, creates 1/1s with lifelink. After 3 turns, it comes back as a creature, and that's just a never-ending loop. The only way to kill it is to get it out of your opponent's hand before it hits the battlefield. Making a 2/3 token here is a sign that he's got nothing to... Ooh, I didn't see that. He's got another Sorin. I was going to say it feels like he's got nothing to defend himself with. Defend the Planeswalker. So if he plays another Sorin here, makes another 2/2, he can effectively only trade with 1 creature. And knowing Edgar's ability to be reanimated, I don't think reanimated is the right word. turn it into enchantment, that's pretty powerful. I mean, you send everything, right? They're just gonna chump block. Does he double block a creature? Otherwise, he's just throwing away his tokens. So that's 6. Yeah, that wouldn't be enough for Wandering Emperor. Trigger. Now I'm an enchantment. Can't get rid of me. Go blank. Do you go blank your opponent at this point? Gives you information and strips their hand? No, it does not. Interesting. Very, very interesting. He's totally going to dispute this. Draw 2 more cards. I mean, you want to attack into this board state, right? Sure, he could trade with 1 creature, but why wouldn't you block? Why wouldn't you double block and then do that? It does not have menace. Like, he effectively could have blocked both creatures, but he didn't block anything. Let's see. I see. 2 angels. Nope. We're gonna portable hold spider. He can still block the queen. Sorry, protect the queen. Protect the queen. Do you want to make? You can't make 2 angels here. Oh, I guess so if he uses his treasure tokens. Yeah, looks like that's what he's doing. Flyers are so good, eh? Okay, mascot for 1, 2, 3. Didn't really do anything advantageous. He can play the Wandering Emperor into something. Pardon me. This week has been a very long week. But it's ending on an amazing note with lots of magic. So he's attacking with both creatures. I think what he wants is he wants both angels to effectively block. And then he uses mascot to wipe the board, or Wandering Emperor to effectively trade with one of them. I feel wiping the board would have been way more beneficial. But so now he's got nothing to protect either Planeswalker. Just drives me crazy. So he's sacrificing the queen, minusing 3 to get 2 more spiders to protect the Wandering Emperor. His opponent plays the queen and the bat. I have to assume he's going to play the bat. Ooh. Wedding announcement here is really good. Being stuck at 5 mana is not helping him at all. He can't really progress anywhere. He is going all in. I see a mascot coming at the end of this play. So that bat, 2, 4, 6, I guess 1 land away from getting a mascot exhibition. Holy Batman! I think I need a fresh coffee. These matches are so intense, man. Oh. I'm stuck being a spectator, which is not a bad thing. It just means the matchups are really good. So he goes all in. He went to face. He's going to learn. He's getting mascot. He's going to wipe the entire board for 2, 3. I guess he really didn't feel like he didn't have much of a choice. And can he... I don't remember seeing him minus the Wandering Emperor. Did he minus? No, he did not. So he's going to be able to put a 2/2 into play, which isn't as effective against the Hive Manland, which is going to take care of the Wandering Emperor. You have to assume that that's going to happen. Because you can still minus your queen and get 2 creatures, which still puts you ahead. So he is going for a board fill first. What? Still missing his land drops. What is happening here? That is so unfortunate. I guess he feels like his back is to the wall. He's going to wipe the board again. Wipes the board. Resets everything. Can he minus again? He can minus one more time. Again, there's still a Hive on the other side. I mean, you have to assume it's going to take out the Wandering Emperor, right? Oh, the king is fighting against his clock now. Still got time, but... Wow, being at 3 life is... First strike. So if he attacks into this board, to trade with it, he would have to... He can't. He can't do anything. He can put all 3 creatures in front of this token, and because it's got first strike, it's not going to matter. He would kill all of them. So he's just going to chump block here. He's chump blocking. Finally got his 6th land. Go blank is useless at this point, except for exiling a graveyard, which he has no interest in doing at this point in the game. Oh, wedding announcement. Just hope that your opponent doesn't get a flyer. Deadly dispute. So, do you sack a creature to draw cards? The answer is yes. His opponent's at 1. Oh, that's it. Just like that. He's going to sack himself into the next round and win this matchup. Wow, what a way to burn your opponent out, eh? Meat Hook Massacre for the victory. That was a wild, wild 4th round, my friends.